Thank you so much for joining in. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Hopefully, this live feed will be shared. It is extremely important information for every single one of you. As today we arrived and we were part of a broadcast that it was extremely important for our city and information, national information, and it is international information for every single one of you. I believe that this is really important information for the Tijuana public that has already been all over. It's right now it's spreading all over the place. It's national news for us, and our platform is international news. Why? Because there is a humongous conflict. There is a potential war between the authorities of Mexico and not only against the cartel, but the organized crime, and they're combating all of these people. Breaking news for every single one of you today. We had access to go inside of the military headquarters where more than 400 military men from the army arrived today as they were directed by the president of Mexico. And basically, they were told that they have a special operation and a special, in essence, to combat the organized crime in certain neighborhoods in the city of Tijuana. This is huge. This is big. First of all, let me say hello to every single one of you. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. Good evening to everybody. How's everybody doing? Testing, 1, 2, testing the audio. Is the audio good? That is my question for every single one of you. Is the audio good? We are, getting these mics, and I am at a scale of 1 to 10. If you guys can tell me how is the audio, and if we can get better audio. Yesterday we started using these mics, and they're wireless mics, and I believe that they are a lot of help as we particularly were doing interviews with Russians that they were in this camping site. So we went inside of the military headquarters, and we recorded ultimately video from the military arriving to our city of Tijuana, and also we have interviews with the head chief of the platoon of this operation that is being sent by the government and by the president into the city of Tijuana to combat the organized crime, specifically targeting 2 neighborhoods. One of the neighborhoods is where they assassinated the journalist Margarito Martinez Esquivel, and this neighborhood has been having a lot of cartel organized crime activity, as dismembered bodies have been put all over the place. You find chopped up heads, pieces of arms, pieces of legs in coolers and boxes, and the organized crime is working relentlessly in this part of the city that is called Sanchez Tahuada. And I believe that the government of Mexico said enough is enough. The government of the Baja California state said enough is enough. Not even the National Guard was capable. They sent the National Guard first, and not even the National Guard was capable of stopping this organized crime that is working relentlessly and violently in our city of Tijuana. Also, another neighborhood that they are going to be militarizing, it is the neighborhood of Colonia La Presa. La Presa, it is another neighborhood that they have detected the military. This platoon of people, it is 400 people. They are scheduling, and they're scheduling, and they are promptly coming 2,500 military of the army. They want to take control of the security of the citizens. They want to bring peace to the security of the citizens of Tijuana. As I was mentioning one point, that this war, it is just a few miles away from the United States border. And it is occurring, it is consistently, but most importantly, I want to tell you something that is a huge observation for you to understand how violent and how insecure Tijuana has become. The National Guard was also not capable of stopping the relentless, violent atmosphere that has been consistently happening in our city. So, due to that factor, that the National Guard was not even capable, they deployed more than 400 Army soldiers. Today, they arrived to the headquarters that is called La Colonia Morelos. That is where the headquarters of the Army and the military is stationed. All Army soldiers were right there, ready to start their protection. So these neighborhoods are going to be militarized, not only these neighborhoods, but ultimately also the city of Tijuana will be militarized in some areas. This gives you a perimeter from my optic of how big this is. That the municipal police, they're not, in some extent, they're not prepared enough to be combating these organized groups. That they have state-of-the-art technology when it comes to smuggling drugs, when it comes to trafficking, when it comes to sicarios, when it comes to all of this stuff, have the best technology in terms to weapons. Now, let me just add something right here. The Fiscal General of the Republic, also agents from the Fiscal General of the Republic, also are being surpassed and overwhelmed by this organized crime that is coexisting, and it is still, in a way, operating massively, not only through the city of Tijuana, but also through every north border that connects to the United States of America. Ultimately, the Fiscal General of the Republic was surpassed. Now the municipal officers are surpassed. Talk about also the corruption that is the interior, that is a rotten apple, that is corrupted. A lot of officers, they're dirty, and they're working with the organized crime. This tells you how big this operation is going to be. Sanchez Taboada is going to be the area that they are going to combat first. Go in there, try to take over the security of the citizens, try to stop some of the distribution, and ultimately some of the head leaders of these organized crimes and organized cell groups. This tells you that by the municipal authority being surpassed, the organized crime surpassing the Fiscal General of the Republic, the organized crime surpassing the National Guard, they had to call in the Army. This is how big this is. So for everybody that is watching, later on tonight, there will be a premiere. It's going to be late because I have to edit the voice of I have to edit, ultimately, translate the voice of the commander-in-chief of the platoon. I have to, translate the voice in English, and also I have to, edit all the video. It's going to be a premiere around a 10-minute to 12-minute video on YouTube. Be sure to be watching. We were inside of the headquarters as press. We were representing press. We were inside of the headquarters and ultimately giving you guys the information that you guys need. We were, particularly bringing you guys a reality and the truth about everything that is happening. So we will give you guys the interviews of the head chief, the commander of this platoon, and also, give you guys the information of what is actually happening. Tijuana has become one of the most dangerous. It has been the #1 most dangerous city in the world in the past couple of years. Now it dropped to #4. We have 8 cities on the top 10 for homicides and also insecurity in our country. This president that we have currently, it's just he bows to impunity. He is, until he got this enormous pressure to do something for the security of the citizens, until he got this enormous pressure, he realized that he had to do something. And it was so obvious, it was on his behalf, it was, it demonstrated a level of not putting attention to just the pleas of the citizens to help us. This is getting out of hand. Please, it is getting out of hand. Help us out. So For now, for every single one of you to understand, Tijuana will be militarized on some neighborhoods. This is how bad it is. The Army had to come in. The Army had to come in to take over, because law enforcement, they are not capable. It's not enough. There's no resources, and also the training. And the organized crime has state-of-the-art technology and better technology in terms to weapons. Not only that, thank you so much. Somebody just bought a membership. God bless your dear heart. Melanie Taxon, thank you so much. Not only that, you go to the Fiscal General of the Republic, and these are agents that are extremely prepared. They have been, getting massive training in terms to psychological training, in terms to, weapon training, in terms to, creating drills of safe drills for kidnappings and basically detaining drug traffickers and all this kind of stuff. And it is not enough. It was not enough. Not only it was not enough that the Fiscal General of the Republic was surpassed and overwhelmed, law enforcement was overwhelmed, Fiscal General of the Republic was overwhelmed. So you say, all right, let's send the National Guard. So they send the National Guard into Tijuana. They start creating these inspection points where there are, they're basically creating these drills around the city. And it was not enough also. They were surpassed, they were overwhelmed. So now that they know that this operation, it is huge, it is big, and that a lot of the authority, National Guard, Fiscal General of the Republic, and also the municipal authorities are being surpassed, imagine how can we feel as citizens in terms to safety, in terms to security, if we don't have these three branches that I just mentioned you. Fiscal General of the Republic being surpassed and overwhelmed. Municipal law enforcement being surpassed and overwhelmed. National Guard being surpassed and overwhelmed. Imagine how we feel as citizens. Imagine that. Only imagine that. So after that, they send the military right now, and the military will be acting as the interview, as we were hearing the commander. This man comes with he has already direct orders on how to act and how to take over and how to basically bring peace into the citizens. That's what he said on the interview. We are bringing peace to the citizens. So we will give you guys a video later on this afternoon. Be sure to be listening. Be sure to be joining in. That video is going to be premiered. It's going to take me a little while to premiere that video because it is a lot of editing. So possibly it's going to be late. And if it is late, it will be premiered. If not, let me see our producer of Oscar Blue. What is the decision that it will take if we will premiere it tonight or we will premiere it early in the morning? We don't know at what time. But I believe that is breaking news, so possibly we will be premiering it later on tonight. It is a lot of work, but we will be doing that right now for all our audience and the American population and the English-speaking audience. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless you all. I will be talking to you guys later on this afternoon. More updates. Let me just give you a heads up of what happened yesterday. We were it's not a migrant camp. It is people that they're sleeping outside, steps away from the international port of entry of San Isidro. These are people that basically Russians, that they are at a quantity of 30 Russians that they are awaiting to enter to the United States of America. A lot of people are asking me questions about that. There's a video about it. I did a video last night. Go to our playlist, go to YouTube. You can find that video right there. And also I did a little snippet, a little clip video. That little clip video is on Twitter. And also that little clip video is on a summary. That little clip video is on YouTube also. God bless you all. Stay safe. Follow me all platforms: Telegram, Getter, Facebook, YouTube, and Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, Getter, and YouTube. That's those 5. Also, I believe that I got Rumble. Also, Oscar, and Instagram, Oscar Blue Media, and also Oscar Blue Team. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, Ben Berquan, Real America's Voice News. Download the app, Wendy Bell Radio Network. It's free, so go over there to the App Store and download the app. God bless you all. Stay safe. Like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always your country's first. God bless.